Hello everybody, my name is Lucius, and we're going to be reacting to Assassin's Creed, second PV for Assassin's Creed, and here we are. Well, actually it's the third, since we had the first PV, then we had Ezio's trailer, now we have Kassandra's trailer, so yeah, this is the third. So, we're going to be reacting to Kassandra's trailer. Now, if you've seen my previous ones, you know I'm a huge Assassin's Creed fan. And being completely transparent with you, I have not played Odyssey, though I did watch gameplay for it whenever it did release. So, it's been a while since I have, know the story. So, I may not be too hyped on some things, right? Since it's kind of hard for me to remember, since that was like a long time ago. But, anyway, let's get right into it.
Is there anyone who can help us find Mr. Apple?
There is a certain Lucius I know.
Lucius?
Descendant of Leonidas, a ghost of Sparta.
Yeah, Leonidas the GOAT!
An exiled Lucius.
I mean, I play FGO. I mention this a lot, but... So I really love Leonidas, especially in FGO.
From divine ruins she rose, to become one with the shadow. Chains fell broken under the blade she bore. Yet the shackle of blood haunts her evermore.
Now there goes Alexios over there.
Oh, raging wind of vengeance, her name will be in the stanza. Even the lips of Zeus adore Kassandra!
I don't accept payment in flattery. Only drachma.
Behold, my friends, the living legend approaches!
I honestly really love the fact that, I've already said this many times, but they just do so well at representing this collab. And by now, this is future me saying this, since I haven't posted those videos yet, that I've already seen the collab story and stuff, and my god, was it just beautiful. It was a love letter to Assassin's Creed. To Ezio. Everything was just done perfect. Honestly, I can't say anything more on how better it could be, besides having Revelations. Assassin's Creed Revelations. That would have been really great. I really do love the fact that even though we couldn't get Roger Craig Smith on here as Ezio, we at least got a very, very good VA for Ezio. And it's really cool for the fact that we actually have, well, the OG voice actor for Kassandra. And she killed it already whenever the game first came out. And honestly, it's been a while since I have heard her. But at least from what I remember, she sounds exactly the same. Which I'm very glad she does.
I thought I asked you to find me some help. Any leads?
Because the VA4 is absolutely amazing.
This lady is looking out for a legendary apple in the Dionysia, and you did say you needed a lookout.
Did Apple get captured again?
Don't tell me.
By the witness of the gods, you shall fulfill each other's wish.
Alaga. I knew I couldn't trust you.
So, Bard, how much of your epic is true?
I want to know who's this. Because I don't know who this is. Because currently I'm only on chapter 3 of the story, so I don't know who this is, but just that.
In the home of the gods, the wanderer sets her path where her home lay.
How the hell does Verdun look so cute like this?
Fate will gift her with courage over the vast wine-colored sea to the ends of the earth. No more.
She looks so great.
Ethics can be
Did it so well with Ezio. Looks literally just like in the game. Kassandra looks exactly like she does in Odyssey. And then Alexios also looks the same in Odyssey. And wow. That short of a trailer. It's honestly crazy. I feel like, I don't know, something felt missing on this trailer, you know? Felt like, comparing it to the Ezio trailer and stuff, you know, how well he did everything. Of course, there are some very good points of this, but I don't know. It felt something was missing in it. For Ezio, you can just feel that everything was like right when you did it. And don't get me wrong, this trailer does feel like everything is right, but it lacks that spice, you know? And over here for Ezio, you had every single iconic moment from him in that single trailer. And like, it was hype. It was a hype trailer. This one's a lot more mellowed down, you know? I could probably only think of like, one reference whenever she said Malak. It's probably the only one I could think of. They didn't show Alexios either here. So, yeah. Honestly, this is kind of short of a reaction since I can't really break it down that much. But I'd say they did great, for sure. And if they do have any more trailers, I'll definitely look into it. For sure. And since I do have time now to talk and yap about Assassin's Creed, I'd probably say that in terms, since we're going to be talking about Odyssey specifically, I would say that the last Assassin's Creed game that I did play was Origins, and I'd say probably that I liked Odyssey more than Origins, for sure. Just because I really do not like the whole like gear system and RPG aspect, you know? Like oh my god, I have so bad memories of Origins. Like I remember one time it was like a mission for Origins, I was just in the desert, like an hour, shooting headshots at a mob because he was like only like 5 levels above me. Yeah, I spent like an hour hiding in the bush, shooting shots at him until he died. And honestly, I did not like it at all. Probably another reason why it's one of my least favorite Assassin's Creed games. My least favorite ones would definitely be Assassin's Creed Mirage. Would be one of them. But we're talking about like worst ones, probably Assassin's Creed Shadows. Is that the new one? Is it Shadows? It would be Shadows, Mirage. No, it would be Shadows, Valhalla, Mirage, and then Origins, Syndicate, Odyssey. Don't get me wrong, Odyssey is a great game, but I feel like in terms of, what had Assassin's Creed for the fact that it stuck to the Assassins part about the Brotherhood and all that. And don't get me wrong, Origins was great since it was what established the Brotherhood, right? It still felt like it was Assassin's Creed, just that the gameplay just kind of died it down. And then for Odyssey, it's great, right? But it still didn't feel like it was an Assassin's Creed game for the fact that we're not assassins here. We're Spartans and stuff like that. And another reason why it felt off for me is that it's, like I said, no assassins, no brotherhood, no nothing. So it's not like Origins where, yes, it's different. We have different gameplay and everything. Oh, another thing I don't like about Origins is that lack of parkour. Another thing that's also a thing I don't like about Odyssey is that the parkour in it is just doesn't feel like Assassin's Creed, you know, for sure. And another thing being Assassin's Creed, it's always gonna stick to history, since it's not always gonna stick to history, but you know what I mean. It's gonna hold history since it's gonna be talking about it. Like, for example, we have Assassin's Creed 3 with Connor, American Revolution. They did a phenomenal job capturing that while making their own story about it and how the Brotherhood tied into it, the Templars tied into it, and stuff. And I feel like for Odyssey, it felt very... It's good, yeah, but it felt off the fact that, first off, you're in... I love Kassandra and I love Alexios. They're both great. But I feel like if you're gonna be in Sparta, like, as you know, Sparta was hardcore. Very hardcore. And it would be all the men being the soldiers, while the women and children would be protected. That was how it worked in Sparta. If you were a man, you would have to go to war, right? That's how it would be. And fell off for the fact that Kassandra, she's Spartan too, which doesn't really tie into history. And I know, some of you guys are probably gonna be like, oh, but, you know, this and that, but you'll be like, but it's Assassin's Creed, it's not gonna tie into history. And with that, I say no. Assassin's Creed Unity with the French Revolution, you have Assassin's Creed 3 with Connor and the American Revolution. Then you have Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, in which you have the pirate era with Blackbeard. And then you have probably the last one. Oh yeah, there you go. Assassin's Creed Syndicate with the American Industrial Age. Not American Industrial, my bad. Industrial Age, there you go. I was thinking about Assassin's Creed 3 in my head still. They all have, even though it's diverged from history, changing some parts, it still has, you know, the history of it. It's just, we're just seeing a different way on how it affected people and the Brotherhood, obviously. So that's why I feel like it feels off for the fact, number one, gameplay mechanics felt weird. It shifted even more into this RPG with gear systems and stuff. Also for the fact that it's no longer felt like it was Assassin's Creed, you know, with the whole Isu weapons and stuff. There's no Creed. Second being that you know, we're obviously in Sparta, and we have Kassandra being a Spartan, which it's not, you know, they don't exist. Female Spartans don't exist. So it's still not a bad, you know, plot. It's not bad to have her, but it's definitely kind of like if you make a, yeah, it's kind of like if you make it a game about like the Amazons, right? The Amazon warriors are known for being a female only tribe, right? That's how they get their legend, because they were powerful female warriors that they took down even great warriors, you know? And it would be weird if you just like put in a guy in there when like the whole reason what makes an Amazon is that they are female warriors trained to the absolute peak, right? It feels weird. Now picture that if you go into, just enter into the world, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and you're in Sparta, and you have the main character being a Spartan, you're kind of like, that's pretty cool idea. It is pretty cool idea. I mean, don't get me wrong, Kassandra is a badass, but it feels off definitely. Also for the fact that it just felt weird in terms of gear, because, like I said, bringing it up to the point for Spartans, being Spartans and all, the gear is only going to be for a guy, right? So whenever you see Kassandra, like, whenever you're in the game, switching through armor sets, and there's like one specific armor set, I think it was the something hero armor set, I don't remember what it was called, but it just looks clunky and awkward, you know? But, yeah. Still love the game though, for sure. Still love it. Lucius did a fantastic job as a villain. And Kassandra did a good job as a protagonist too, and having this dynamic that they have. You know, Kassandra basically trying to fix Greece, while we have Lucius here where, well, it's trying to fix it in a way that's not good, you know. But yeah, definitely love Odyssey and stuff. And I know maybe I'll have some people, you know, saying things, but I always want to be transparent with you guys about it, specifically when it comes to stuff that I love personally, that I've grew up with for practically my whole life. So yeah, that's personally my opinion on it. Like I said, doesn't mean that it's a correct one, but just it makes sense for the fact that Assassin's Creed deals with history, and kind of like with the whole situation we had in Shadows, where we had Yasuke being supposedly a samurai when in actual history he was not a samurai. He was a retainer, if I remember correctly. And yeah, now that I think about it, I probably went on a rant about this for about like not 5 minutes, probably like 15 minutes. Yikes. I yap a lot, don't I? Anyways, this is it for this reaction, and I really do hope that we have another trailer releasing so we could have more scenes and see how much they got right in Odyssey, since I feel like for Assassin's Creed 2 they did absolutely phenomenal on capturing it. I'd say probably perfectly. So yeah, I'll definitely keep my eye out on that, and I'll watch that for you guys. Other than that, I hope you had a great day, hope you had a great night, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.